So Apple just announced a groundbreaking Vision Pro with final features, pricing, and full specs. And it's open for order from 19th of January 2024. The question though is, should you pre-order? To answer that question, you need to understand competition. Wait, what competition? With the Vision Pro, Apple introduced a new product category, and they are referring to it as a spatial computer. So Apple intentionally avoided using industry terms like augmented reality. So let's look at the fine print. Now that they've released it, there are a few more details that they've included. It comes in with only 256 GB of storage, which is abysmally low for a computer on your eyes. It's only available in the US for now. And the price tag doesn't include prescription inserts that you have to order separately. Now apparently you'll have to come into the store to ensure your fit and finish is fine. So the Vision Pro will be released in the US in February and much later in the year to other parts of the world. There are also rumors that Apple plans to produce only 500,000 units or so in the first year to assess initial interest. So there's one primary use case for these glasses, and that is to provide a much larger screen experience. And this is also the primary use case for other smart glasses like X-Real, Vichor or Rokit. I'm bringing this up because the buying decision should also be based on what's available otherwise in the market. So these smart glasses can be used for watching movies, just like your Vision Pros, for doing work or for playing games. But these glasses do need to be connected to a device like a phone, a tablet, or a laptop. The glasses mirror what's on the device screen in 2D, and the glasses use the device's battery for power. So you also have access to the plethora of apps and services on the main device. So on the Vision Pro, it pulls in new Vision apps and takes advantage of all the apps that are there on the iPad, on the iOS and Mac. And all of that is also on a 2D experience. Or at least that's what it seems initially. So Apple has been a master at creating app stores. So the only apps the glasses won't have access to are the Vision Pro exclusive apps. I'm referring to the likes of Rokit or X-Real. I find this particularly helpful when I'm traveling on a plane, on a train, or at a coffee shop. It allows me to focus on my work with a large screen without being distracted by my surroundings. When you're wearing the Vision Pro, the Pico 4 or the Meta Quest 3, it's mostly indoors. So it's like wearing a pair of heavy ski goggles indoors while sipping a coffee. You wouldn't try to do that in a cafe. But the App Store is different. There are many 3D apps out there, and you will be able to access those with this new ecosystem. You also need to know some disadvantages. Unlike the Vision Pro, they do need a controller like an Air mouse to control movements. So I use this Elecom Relicon handheld trackball mouse that provides a full control for my X-Real Airs. I use it for navigating through my iPad or the iPhone, for viewing YouTube movies, or to get some productivity work done. Oh yes, I would have preferred the fingers, but then we'll wait for another day. I do all my typing by voice, and it's near perfect, and the corrections are done with the trackball mouse and the on-screen keyboard. And all of this can be done with the help of hand gestures and voice with the Vision Pro. So the glasses do superimpose a computer-generated image or video over the real world for the users. And you can enhance this experience by dimming out the external environment. And that's done with the dial on the Vision Pro, or this button which they call as the electrochromic dimmer on the X-Reals. I believe a few of the other glasses also have the same thing. Now this Rokit Air has this diopter that's extremely nice for adjusting the vision to accommodate for a viewer's vision impairment. They do also provide the ability to add prescription lenses for a better viewing experience. And that's the direction that the Vision Pro has taken. The glasses, however, can be used for an extended period of time, more than just a few hours, making them ideal for working or watching movies. Since it's 2D, it doesn't really disturb the environment or the brain. Since the published battery life of the Vision Pro is between 2 and 2.5 hours, you can just about barely watch one movie on a long flight without additional power backup. You can, to an extent, modify the experience with a 3DoF perspective by using additional devices like the beam or the neckband in case of The Witcher. Now, where the smart glasses lack is in immersion. And this is where the Apple Vision Pro really shines. Say you want to interact with your family or friends or colleagues over a video call, a telepresence call. That gives you an immersive experience. Then you need a device like the Vision Pro. Now, if you're a sports or a concert fan like I am, you can watch a game or a concert from the convenience of your living room. Simultaneously, you could feel as though you are right in the middle with the players on the field, and your perspective towards better understanding game strategies would completely change. But there's a catch here. The content has to be made first. But what I found is immersion videos tire you out and fatigue your eyes. So when MKBHD commented Vision Pros weren't a device he would watch a full movie in, it made sense, right? But as a professional frisbee player, he said that he would watch an entire game, given that his passion for sport was beyond the discomfort experienced. Now, the weight of the devices is another thing to consider, and this is a big one. A regular pair of glasses weigh in between 14 and 27 grams. I've tested it. And the smart glasses, like the X-Reals, come in at 94 grams, including the prescription lenses. And without it, probably closer to the 80 grams. My Pico MR glasses weigh in at 595 grams. That's huge. Of course, they've balanced the front and the back. But I also wear my regular pair of glasses inside of them. And all of this is an all-plastic build. The Vision Pros should be in the same range, or slightly more, with an aluminium build. But the battery, which is the heavy part, is taken out and held as a separate piece in hand or in the pocket. But with things like prescription inserts, the weight should increase. So this leads us to the final question. Should you buy the headset now or not? Now, my answer is as follows. If you're an early adopter and you have this huge amount of cash, $3,500+ to spare, you will pick this up with the amount of hype that's being created. But if you buy two devices from competition, it will leave you with a significant amount of money in the bank. I see both the glasses and the VR segment maturing significantly over the next 3 to 4 years, maybe even merge in some way. So in my personal judgment, it'll be to wait and watch.